What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden 21 video for you guys. Here today I want to be going over the best training methods in Madden 21 right now. So it's the best way to get training, whether free or whether you have to buy it from the auction house. So what I'm going to start with first is getting it through the auction house. I'm just going to go over some couple overalls that I did write down, as well as some prices that I would target at those prices or at those overalls. So first, 81 overalls, if you can get them for about 8K in my opinion. So it's not going to be easy to get the 81s at 8K, but maybe 8-9K at the max. We can see right here, Matt Ryan, that would be 230 training, so for about 10K. So let's say you need about 1,000 training, you'd have to get 5 of these, which would be about 45,000 coins to go ahead and get that. Then basically what you're going to want to do is just sort by positions till you find some players that are going for a little bit more at that 91, or sorry, a little bit less at that 91 or 81. I mean, I'm all over the place, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So 81s, if you can get them for about 8K, maybe 9K, but it's really not preferable if it's at 9K. It's a little bit more expensive, but you know, at this time, you might not have too many of choices. So that's first. Next is going to be an 82 overall. That gives you 320 training is what I'm reading, and that is for 12K. Roughly is what I am aiming for on those. So we can see 82s are about 14K. So I know they're a little bit of snipes. That's why I am saying that, because obviously you can just buy the cheapest you can find. It'll be a little bit more expensive, but for this it will give you 320 training. So if you can get it for about 12K, you're getting pretty decent value. You might have to look for a little bit, maybe even 13K, like I said. If you're not able to get it, well then, like I said, you might just be better off, obviously just getting the cheapest you can and just sticking with that. It depends on how long you want to stay in the auction house and how much coins it's worth, right? Because for the extra 1,000 or 2,000, you could just go do an extra couple solo challenges and probably get a pretty good amount back. And then for 83s, about 17K would give you 450 training. So if you can find one of them, which Derwin we obviously know is going to be expensive, I wasn't really looking at that. I don't know if there's any 83 running backs that are going to be cheap. You got to find positions that are going to be cheap, because obviously some positions are going to be super expensive depending on who the 83 overalls are. So I'm looking, I don't see anything at QB either. Rodgers is at that 22, so finding 17 might be a little hard in some positions. Kickers are also good at that 83 overall. I think it was Butker. Is it Butker that is an 83? I might be wrong. So Butker was a little bit more expensive yesterday. Maybe he's a higher overall. But that's also something you guys can use to go ahead and get training wise. Now, more importantly, I want to give you guys some free methods on how to get training. And it's really focused on just doing a lot of solos and getting free cards, right? So the thing is, when you do pretty much all of these solo challenges, there's really none of them that don't count towards it. For instance, I did rivals already. You get a 62 plus player, you get an NAT player, a bunch of 62 plus players, NAT players, get a players, 70 overall, more 75 through 79, 80 through 82 NAT player token, and then you get some NAT packs and things like that. And rivals is one of the worst ones, right? So epics, you do get more players as well, 70 plus NATs, but they're all NATs. We can see whether I grind for that 80 plus elite, there's still NAT. So the thing is, if I get that elite 80 plus overall, right, and we're looking at, well, what are you going to do if you get that 80 overall? You could quick sell it if you don't want to use it. Well, you can, but you're going to get half the training. So a good method to go ahead and get more coins out of it is to do these sets, right? So we can't use all of the free players we've gotten so far, so it's going to be in the player exchange. So if you get 380 through 82s that are NAT, right, what you would do is just stick them in here, and you're going to get an 83 or 84 player that's not NAT. So the NAT players are pretty much half price already. So let's say you put 3 80s in here, and they're all worth about 9K normally, but they're NAT, so let's just say 5K roughly, right? Now all you have to do is pull an 83 player that's worth about 15k, which we've seen from the auction house already. That's very easy. So the thing is, I have a lot of these low overalls right now, but I am using a lot of them. Frank Clark's not an AAT, but the rest of them I'm pretty much using at the moment, so I'm not going to put them in here. But once you're not using them, right, so I do have Whitworth in here. That is an NAT. And then I could also maybe put a couple of these players as I take them out of my lineup. You're going to get a huge bump overall in some coin value, and this goes all the way up. So unfortunately right now we're not able to put the 85 through 86s in a set because we got 4 free 85 overall epic players. We also have Jalen Smith, the 85 overall, right? So we have a lot of players that we could actually use on that. So all I have right now is Justin Jefferson, who I'm obviously not putting in that set because he's 41k. But if you go ahead and once they bring out that next set for putting the free players in there, or if you have some 83, 84s, now you get an 85, 86. Maybe you get like a Fletcher Cox that's worth 70, 80k that you could sell, make a ton of coins, and then you just buy the training back for better value, coins per training. It's super helpful to do that. You could also, like I said, just quick sell the cards if you want to, and I will show you some of the prices on them. It does add up, even though it seems like it's small amounts right now. Mahomes was probably about 1,200 to power all the way up. I don't know if I check him if it'll actually still tell us what it was before. Let's go ahead to go to his upgrades and just see. I don't know if it'll tell us. So yeah, that's 900 plus another. So here's about 1,200 to go ahead and power up. If I was to quick sell all of like these 82 elites I have in my binder that I'm not using, or that I am currently using, but maybe you could take them out. So I can't, you can't mark the people that are in your lineup, unfortunately. But if you quick sell them, that's 160 for each 82, right? And they're NAT, so I can't do anything with them after. I can either put them in a set, or you could quick sell them for training. That would be 160, 320, 480 plus that is like over 640, 800 or something, right? So you get a ton of training, and right there, boom, pretty much you got Mahomes for free in a pretty simplistic way, if I must say so myself. So I wouldn't really advise doing that with the gold players. If you have gold players, I advise just mostly selling them right now. If we check prices, they go for a decent amount, 2,500, really 3,500, because the next one is all the way up on 3,500. We have Willie Snead right here, which we could check his price. Some of these players are going to go more than others, but even 2-3K a pop is pretty good. So I definitely advise selling the golds because they're only going to be so cheap on training. If we click on him, 42 training, I mean, it's not even worth it. You're much better off getting a 83 or something like that and just selling these for profit. In my personal opinion, obviously everyone can do what they want. This is just what works for me. So hopefully this does help you guys with training. If it does, definitely drop a like, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have any other methods. And as always, I will see you guys next time.